Well, hello traders and investors. Today I'm going to give you a nice little market update, just kind of let you know where we are. I wanted to talk about jobless claims. That's a big report, and this is some good news. Well, not good news, but great news. But most importantly, I want to talk about 5 stocks. I think these 5 stocks are good, low risk, potentially. Obviously, this is just my opinion. I don't have a crystal ball, but I believe these top 5 stocks are setting themselves up for a nice bull run first quarter of 2021. So I want to bring them to your attention, but I also wanted to talk about the jobless reports. The number is 803,000. We started going back down. If you guys recall, I was really nervous last week because the number was we went from over 1 million jobless claims a week to, we dipped our toe into 600,000. But last week, the number started going back up. We went all the way to 885. And the consensus this week was 875 new claims. The number was only 803,000. So I am hoping that we are now going back down and the number's not going to go up. Now, looking at the stock market right now, that we are up just a bit. The market's it's kind of iffy right now. There's not a lot of volatility or volume. We're in a strong holiday season. But I wanted to give you a report on the jobless numbers and tell you that so far the numbers are a little bit better than expected. Not a lot better, but they're starting to move again in the right direction, which is kind of odd because COVID is spiking, but they're moving lower. So hopefully, that was the peak last week and the market will have a smooth upright. Because right now, typically I'm not putting that much weight into jobless claims, but right now that number is really important because right now the market's looking at retail data and jobless claims to see the impact of the COVID. Are people seeking employment? Are people unemployed? How's it impacting the economy, consumer confidence, which reflects in the GDP, which reflects in the growth. So again, this is really important, but it's good news. And in addition to that, I'm going to give you 5 stocks that I see moving higher in 2021. And I like where they're at right now. Now, one thing I'll tell you, I know there's a lot of guys out there who like Elliott waves. There's a lot of guys out there who like Gann lines, angles, ratios. I've done tests on all that, and I haven't been able to make heads or tails out of it. What I found out is markets have 2 primarily trends. They move vertically and they move horizontally. Listen carefully and pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. I know this sounds really simple, but it makes sense. The longer something moves directionally, the better the odds it's going to start moving sideways. The more something moves sideways, the better the odds it's going to start moving vertically. It doesn't tell you which way it's going to go, but it moves vertically. So the longer something congests, the better that the breakout, whichever direction it may be, will be strong. So I like to buy stocks that are moving directionally but take a pause by moving sideways, kind of like what you're seeing right now with Charles Schwab. Notice over the last 2 weeks, the stock has been moving sideways, and even with the market cooling off a little bit, the stock held up and is now making swing highs. And I like that, and that's a sign that the stock has more upside on its way. Also, I believe brokerage accounts will be busy in 2021 because a lot of the money that people are getting from the government, the stimulus, people are trading with it. I know, it sounds scary. But yeah, people are trading with the stimulus checks. Go figure. Hey, I don't make the rules around here. I just report. But again, when the $1,200 check came, we saw the Robinhood accounts just go crazy. People were opening brokerage account in March, April, and May of 2020 at the fastest rate we've seen in 20 years. I've talked to Tony Saliba. He owns a stock brokerage firm. He knows this stuff. So he was telling us people are opening up applications like crazy. People got it really into trading. Also, a lot of people got laid off or were forced to stay at home because of the COVID. What did they do? They trade the markets. Why not, right? Hey, a lot of people make good living doing it. Some don't, but some do. Again, it just depends on maybe who teaches you how to trade and gives you instruction or gives you stock tips. A lot of that could depend on it, right? Wink, wink. Anyway, folks, I like Charles Schwab, ticker symbol SCHW. And if the financial sector begins gaining strength, I can only see more strength going into Charles Schwab. But it's a different type of company. It's a financial company, but it's a brokerage company, and brokerage firms have been doing pretty well. Next one, we got Snap. Snap has been doing very, very well in 2020, and I think it has a good future 2021. Notice it moves vertically and then horizontally. It's been moving horizontally for a few weeks, and the trend is up, which means there's a good chance it'll break up one more time. It just made all-time highs or swing highs just less than a week ago, and I think the stock has more upside. And again, Snap would do well in a stay-at-home economy or in a new economy. It's a what do you call it? Social media company. And social media companies have been on the move. This 1 year return, 243%. Who wouldn't like Snap? Next one, Pinterest. Pinterest is also social media kind of a platform. It's a visual discovery engine. 1 year return, 303%. Pins. I've been recommending this stock quite some time. In my opinion, it's a good buy. And again, see this congestion and it's just breaking out right now today, literally? That's what I'm talking about. It goes up, then goes sideways, and then moves up again. Sideways, vertically, and Pins is in the right place at the right time. Ticker symbol Pins. Next one, Tapestry. Remember the company Coach? Well, this company has been doing really well. Actually, I'm going to give you 6 stocks. I wasn't going to give you this one, but I said, why not? Look at the sideways action. Trading above the 50-day moving average, way above the 200-day. Price has been moving up. It's been outperforming my relative strength scans, and it's one of the few companies that I like. Retail companies that I like. Ticker symbol TPR. This is it's one of those companies that makes Coach bags. I know a lot of women like Coach bags. Coach, Kate Spade, New York Stewart Weissman, that's all in this brand. 12-month return, 1 year return, 12%, and the stock is going higher right now. And I think it's one of the few retailers that's not just going to survive, but is also going to thrive, and I like this congestion. Next one is Dana stock. Let's take a look at Dana. You could also see it's making a comeback. The stock has been trending higher, nice little congestion pattern. If you look at the profile of the company, it provides technology, auto parts for cars, sealing, thermal management system. Car sales have been going through the roof. The stock is making upside right now. I have not talked about this stock in a while. TPR and DAN are my 2 recovery stocks that I really like. But I like this one a lot. I like the congestion, and I think the stock is going to break out higher. And finally, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, my last one is Zillow. Let me show you Zillow. The stock is moving higher right now. It's in a swing high. I think real estate market, although it's cooling off with interest rates this low, I think we're going to see more upside on this stock. And again, a lot of these stocks I recommended and told you guys about a while back. They're still moving, they're still good stocks, and I think they're going to make good investments for 2020. Now, with that said, Christmas, folks, it's literally around the corner. New Year, fast approaching. Time is running out to prepare your portfolio for the first quarter of 2021. You want to be in the right place for 2021, and we can help you do that. We want to help you plan for anything that might come your way this holiday season while still keeping a lookout for new trade opportunities on the horizon. And there's always new opportunities. I mean, like Zillow, Tapestry, Pin, Snap, Schwab. So we have one more gift for you before we close out the year. It's a free class. That's right, it's a free class that'll teach you how to find stocks that go up on specific dates like clockwork, regardless of what their technicals or fundamentals say. You can start using these insights to your advantage as early as this week. Simply click on the button below, start your free class. And I'm telling you folks, learn to be a better trader 2021. This will help you get started on the right track. It'll show you how to pick the best trades. It'll put you on the right track at the right time. You don't want to miss this class. Gain an unfair advantage. Find which stocks go up on specific dates like clockwork. And you'll get data like cyclicals on stock. Really, I can't say this strongly enough. This is a great class. You want to check it out. It'll give you some really good knowledge. And most importantly, it'll teach you how to get on the right side of stocks at the right time. And I hope that helps. Bye, guys.